Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunset Stitches. It's Free Font Friday. My name is Trevor Conquergood, and we always go live on Friday here at Sunset Stitches to celebrate the end of the week. And we always release a new font on Friday. And so the font this week is called Send Flowers. And it's a beautiful script style font. It works really good at large sizes because it's got a nice, even, consistent kind of column width. It's quite open and rounded, and so you can probably only use it so small. That's the thing, is that they're either good for really big or they're good for really small, but not always in between. This one here, you could use it smaller, but you definitely have to fatten things up. If you were trying to use it much smaller than here, where I've got it, just under an inch. I think that's kind of your maximum. But here, at over 2 inches, you could still go much larger, and I don't think you'd have any trouble. So yeah, anyway, it's great to see you guys. Hi, Gloria. I see she's dropped in to say hi live. And if you are stopping by for our video, be sure to say hi, even if you end up watching the recording after it's live. I always watch for that, and it's always great to see comments on the video. So thank you very much, you guys, for doing that. So the font this week is free for the week. If you visit our website, Sunset Stitches, you can download it. It's a true embroidery font, which means you can just type in the words, Trevor, and it'll bring up the letters. And you can make them any size. Just type in 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and it'll generate all new stitches. So it's not like getting a font where you get a bunch of letters that are set to a certain size. So you will need to have the Floriani software to use the fonts that I make. That said, if you don't own the Floriani software, there is a free program that will give you the ability to use the fonts. It's called Floriani Creative Express, and I'll be more than happy to show you guys how to get it if you don't already have it. But if you do already have it, then you can simply install the latest font of the week, which is called, this one's a really nice one, I think, right? Send Flowers. And so with Send Flowers, you could do nice monograms with it, or his and hers towels, that kind of thing. And I can see my friend Ori is saying hi now to me, which means I must be late going live because you're home from work already, Ori. Already, maybe you got today off. I don't know, but it's good to see you, and thanks for dropping by. And yeah, so it's been a pretty good week here at Sunset Stitches. Of course, it was Halloween this week, and so I'm sure that everybody's had an exciting week wherever you are. Um, for me, my kids are all pretty big now, and unfortunately, I had two of them that weren't feeling well this week. So Reese has been missing school. If you don't know, my youngest is in grade 12. That's Reese. And Nicholas, who of course works here at Sunset Stitches, he's not feeling real well at all. He actually is in the hospital getting some tests done to figure out what the heck's going on. He's got pain in his back and in his stomach, and they're looking at his kidneys and his stomach to find out what's going on. And the kid's normally so healthy, so I hope he'll be okay. But so maybe that's a little bit of tongue in cheek for why I named this week's font Send Flowers, because poor Nicholas is in the hospital today. He missed Halloween. He was literally there last night, and he's going to be spending again tonight. So hopefully they can find out what's making him feel not so good. But don't actually send Nick flowers. Just come and download the font and appreciate it. If you like it, just say thanks for the font, or say hi, good luck to Nick or whatever if you want, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah, so as other than Halloween and having two kids, not feeling well, it was a good week other than that. And hope you guys are doing well. I'm getting excited because next week I'm traveling to St. Louis, and I think I showed you guys last week. I've got some brand new St. Louis embroidery designs that I made for everybody there. My latest postcard that says greetings from St. Louis, and a new patch for those guys. So yeah, and I will say that I do have lots of events planned for 2025, and so I'm going to be going to a lot of places, as many as I can, as it'll take me. I opened up my calendar to really go for lots of trips next year, and so I hope to see everybody in Ori. I know I'm going to be in Colorado in March. Yep, so I'll hopefully see you there in March. And yeah, it's nice to see you guys. Hi, Ellen. Thanks for stopping in. So she's sending flowers for Nick. That's so nice. Virtual flowers are fine. You can definitely put little flower emojis in there. Isn't that funny? He'll probably not be thrilled that I told everybody, but yeah, so Send Flowers is the font of the week. And of course, you can download it now, but if you're a member of Sunset Stitches, you can download it kind of like whenever you want. Let me make my website a little bit bigger here, and so you can see, first of all, this is what the font looks like. It's a nice scripty font. It's font number 42, for goodness sakes, you guys. We've released 42 fonts this year, and they're all available on the font archive, right? So anybody who joins, as a member of my Floriani class, or of my embroidery club, gets access to the font archive. And so that means that's 42 new fonts that you got this year from Sunset Stitches. And so this is what I was telling you earlier. If you don't already own the Floriani software, you can visit the rnksoftware.club website, or just Google Floriani. I'm sure this will come up. These are all the different programs that are available. But it's this one here that's free. It says Creative Express. Just click on the little ribbon that says Creative Express. Now the website's all about Creative Express. You can, watch training videos to learn how to use it, or you can click here to download it. When you download it, you'll find out that it's all the same download, whether you own the FTCU or whether you own the Floriani Total Quilter. When you download the free Creative Express, you will be downloading it all, kind of thing. And then really from there, it's just when you have your program open, it's under help. There's the license activator, and that is how I can, decide what programs I haven't activated. And you can tell the ones I've activated because they have little dots beside them in my list in here, that you can activate them with your number. So you go to the store and you buy it, is basically it. But even the free one has the ability to import the fonts. So when you download it from our website, Sunset Stitches, you'll have a file. It's like an asset file, and you'll use your tools drop down menu to import it. It's called Import Assets. Yeah, import, and then you'll select the file, the asset file. So it'll be on your, you'll download it. So you'll probably find it under downloads, but it's going to be called sendflowers.ast. And basically it's a new font for you guys that you can download and install. And once you have it, then yeah, when you create text, your new text can have the latest Send Flowers. And the cool thing about the fonts is not only do they work with the font, so here, let's just pull up Send Flowers. So that's going to be under S. And right here, not only do they work with the text tool, which means you can do all the cool stuff like envelope, the letters into cool envelope shapes. So that's why I think embroidery fonts are so much cooler than just buying designs, because you get an actual interactive font. And if you have the Floriani software, you can do this with the free one, but if you buy, the other levels, you get tools like, for example, this is the monogram template designer. And if you go into there and then you choose, the font that you want, so it should be under S for Send Flowers is what I'm trying to say, right? And I might have to restart because I don't see it in there, and it's a new font. So yeah. And I'll have to follow up, talk to that software manager guy that I know, Trevor, that's me, and say, why did that not automatically come up in there? I think I have to restart, but that I'm not sure on that either. So I'll test that later. But yeah, so anyway, it's pretty cool font. Like I was saying earlier, I think if you want to make it very small, so if you're trying to make it, at smaller sizes, like let's say half an inch or something like that, it's going to come in by default. Let's go in inches here. Uh, if you use the font, it'll probably come in at defaulted at 1 inch tall. So when you change it to be send flowers, it'll default to be the 0.98 or 1 inch kind of tall. If I change it to, let's say, 0.5, then it's going to make that a lot skinnier. And when it's a lot skinnier, then the issue is, does it get too skinny? And you can kind of see it right here. It's like you can almost see the stitches just getting a little bit confused. If you made it say Trevor or whatever I just typed with Trevor with an F in there. Now look, it's all confused, right? Because I've changed the words a few times, and I wish there was a reset button here. I think that maybe in the future we'll get something like that. I don't know, or we'll just automatically reset. But my trick for that is just change the font and change back. Like I usually just change the one right beside it, because watch what'll happen. Oh, Trevor's all Trevor, or it's in Trevor with an F. But the point is, see how that fixed it, because, and I know that you can take the handles and fix it yourself, right? Because we always do. I just wanted to point out that that's one thing, that with these scripty fonts where the letters all have a very specific spot, it should come up in the right spot. But sometimes when you change the text a couple times, it's like it remembers the spacing or something. I don't know, but like I said, it needs to auto reset or give us a button to do it. But my trick to do it is just change the font, and that'll usually kind of fix it for you. But yeah, so Send Flowers is the font of the week. And so yeah, hey, it's my friend, just checking who's chatting with me. My friend Ruth is here. Hello, Ruth. How you doing? Thank you so much. I absolutely love visiting your wonderful sewing store in Baker, Florida. Thank you so much again for having me, and all the wonderful people that I met there. Yep. And I see Sandy's dropped in from Michigan. How's it going, Sandy? You guys got to say, leave some flowers for Nicholas, right? So the font of the week this week is called Send Flowers. And kind of ironically, my son Nick's not feeling so well, and they got him in the hospital doing some tests on things like his stomach and his kidneys and all that good stuff. So let's just all say, wish him and Nick good, but it has nothing to do with Halloween and candy. I'll just tell you that much, or partying or drinking either. He doesn't really do either of those things. So I don't know. But my next event is to St. Louis, you guys. I'm going to be there. I guess I'm on the road again next week, and then I'll be home for the holidays. And so I hope you guys are getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know that's coming up not too far away. Of course, here in Saskatoon, we did our Thanksgiving like days ago already, weeks ago, as a matter of fact, because it's getting cold up here in Saskatoon, you guys. If we waited till the end of November to do our Thanksgiving, everybody's pumpkins would be frozen solid. So all that said, I brought the pumpkins in right after Halloween last night, because I'm intending on roasting mine and making some soup, maybe a pie. I don't know about you guys, but I love to do roasted pumpkin seeds. And so it was fun. I will say that even though my kids are bigger and they don't go trick-or-treating, they do still like to carve pumpkins. And so we had a nice pumpkin carving sort of session this week. But yeah, anyway, that's Lorna texting me saying that, she's down there visiting Nick at the hospital. He doesn't even have a room. His bed is in the hall. So I guess that's the downfall of today's Medicare, right? Is it's just busy, and if he stays very long, I imagine they'll get him into a room. But all that said, how's everybody doing? That's dropping by live today. It's so great to see Ruth. Thanks for saying hi, and Sandy and Ori. Very nice to see all you guys. Anybody that comes in after the fact, let's leave some flowers. Say hi to Nick, and tell me where you're coming from. I always like to see that. But Yeah, so next week, I guess if I go live on Friday, it'll be a pre-record because I'm traveling, and so I might not even go live, but just post the font and maybe a little bit of a note about it, something like that. But yeah, thanks, Ori. I hope Nick feels better too. I'm not sure what's up, but he's been starting. He didn't start. It was feeling pretty good on Monday, but then Tuesday he started to not feel well, and by Tuesday night he was in so much pain. He was going to see the doctor, and ever since then they're trying to figure out why he's got this pain. So, um, anyway, so if I'm distracted, it's probably a little bit about that and the fact that I'm getting ready to go away, and I was so finalizing some of my latest designs as always. And so yeah, it's good to see you guys, especially my friends from the workshop 4. Are you doing, Ori, did you see the class? My latest challenge is the challenge for workshop 4 this month is to repurpose your embroidery designs, specifically the free monthly designs. So notice that I took the pumpkins out of the truck and put my succulents in it. Right, so that's nice. And thank you so much, Gloria, for saying that. I'll tell Nick that you said that. And this one here, it was an Easter egg, dump truck, and I took the Easter eggs out of the dump truck, and it was an applique crab, so I got rid of the applique, made it a filled-in crab. The point is, we need to learn more about editing our embroidery designs. I think that's one of the most popular reasons why people buy the Floriani software is, or any embroidery software really, but is to be able to edit the designs that we already own. And so we're learning more about that this month at workshop 4. And so hopefully you've seen workshop 4 class 22, because that was the class where I talked about the challenge. And now, of course, it's your turn to make your challenge designs and send them in for next month's class, where we'll, I guess, look at all the challenge pieces that get sent in. And so those are some of the most exciting classes, aren't they, Ori? When I get to see all the beautiful designs. I'm saying Ori because Ori always sends in a challenge piece, but so do lots of people. And so it's really one. And I was sort of hoping that this might be a challenge that might encourage some new ones, because, everybody wants to learn to do this, and you don't have to be, this could be your perfect first challenge is what I'm trying to say, right? You don't have to be super experienced. But you might have questions that come up, and that's the point of the challenge, is to challenge. I always say challenge yourself, because if you have lots of knowledge and skill, and the challenge is to repurpose the designs, then pick something you're really interested in learning and try that within my challenge yourself, and then bring it to class and we'll talk about it. And I think that's why people love those. Specifically, the challenge review classes are very interesting, because you get to see a lot of other people's ideas, from a single topic like that. So I'm sure we'll do more of that in the future. Absolutely. Anyway, so it's great to see you guys all live on Facebook today and YouTube. Thank you for dropping by. I don't think I'll stay on too much longer, so let me know if you have any questions for me, last minute questions. But Ori says she's already worked on a design. So I love you for doing that, Ori, and thank you so much. And yes, it's great to see everybody that dropped by live today. Sunset Stitches. And what can I say? The font of the week is called Sunflowers. And if you're just dropping in now, you can literally drop by our website and download this font. It's free for the week. It'll be free until next Friday, when I will post a new font, whereas we do every Friday here at Sunset Stitches. And so, yeah. And if you're a member of any of my classes, then you can just visit the font archive when you have time to pick up all the latest fonts that we've put out for you guys. And in the meantime, I always love when people drop by and visit with me live on Friday afternoon. And so thanks for coming by. Hope you had a great week, everyone. And I hope you have a wonderful week next week. I will update you guys on how Nick's doing. But in the meantime, send flowers on the post and I'll check in with you guys. But until then, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and bye for now.